Hello guys and welcome to the Crypto County, the most realistic Bitcoin analysis channel on YouTube. Now, if you're new here, please kindly subscribe, tick the bell icon and select all. Today's video is going to be a combination of technical analysis and also a documentation of a trade that I'm about to take. So, if I'm going to make an analysis video on it, why not take the trade live to show you guys my thought process behind this. All right, so first of all, let's start with the weekly time frame. You can see right here on the screen that I've got this diagonal level that I think is holding us currently, and if we get a break below this point, which is around 35,400, I think we are going to see probably a capitulation of Bitcoin, and the next level that I'm going to be looking out for would be the previous all-time high, which is at 19,700, to catch a bounce. And after that, we can see right here that we've got this harmonic pattern playing out to a T. And this harmonic pattern is called the Gartley pattern for those of you who are not aware about this. So what you do is you take a measurement with your Fibonacci from the top right there to the bottom. So you can see, first of all, we got a rejection around 0.618, and then we are now making a move towards the 0.786, which would classify this harmonic pattern to be a Gartley. Now, the only other option to play out as a harmonic pattern would be the crab, So that means we are going to get a pump. Bitcoin is going to get a pump towards the previous all-time high, which is 63,000, which is around 63,945. So if we do not get a rejection at this point, and this in fact does not validate to be a Gartley, then we might see a breakout towards the 64K range, and this would then turn out to be a crab, a bearish crab anyways, because it's a W. The momentum moving towards it is bullish, but then it is a bearish harmonic pattern, because after we get to the point of the PRZ, we start seeing the market sell off. See something like this happen. That's how the harmonic works. Then the capitulation begins. So yeah, that's what I see for the harmonic. This is just looking at the monthly time frame. Sorry, the weekly time frame. But I highly doubt that we can make it past this point, this 0.786, which would make this a Gartley. Why? I'm going to show you why in a couple of minutes, so just stick around. So first of all, looking at the RSI right here, if I can just draw a line right here, right there at this peak of this RSI, yeah, you can see that if we do manage to break out of this trend line right here towards this harmonic pattern target, we're going to be getting what we call hidden bearish divergence. So basically, lower low on the price action from this peak right here to the point of termination, the PRZ, we're going to be getting a lower low in the price, and we're going to be getting a higher high on the RSI, because looking at it, if we get to this point, if the price gets to this point, this RSI is going to be above this blue line right here, which is the peak of this other RSI. So basically, we're going to be making something like this. So the RSI moves like this, and then so what you get then is a higher high on the RSI, right? Higher high on the RSI, and then you're getting a lower low on the price. So this is called hidden bearish divergence, and most of the time the harmonic patterns play out well when we have divergence. In fact, I would say 99% of the time, if there is divergence to confirm it, then it is very likely that the RSI is going, that the harmonic pattern is going to play out. So just keep that in mind. But I highly doubt that we can even make it down to the 47,900, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. So let's move down to the 1-day time frame and see what's going on there. So we have this diagonal support and resistance. We can see support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. So this is currently the level that Bitcoin is struggling with right now. So if we get a break of this level, we can probably see a pump to this point, to this other harmonic pattern, which is going to be, I think, the max that I think Bitcoin can go before the continuation of this downtrend. So why do I think that would be the max? So you can see this channel right here. One touch, 2, 1, 2. So I believe that if at all we're going to make it there, we're going to make it to this other harmonic, of course, which I talked about. Let me bring it out again. This one, that one. So if at all we're going to make it there, I think this would be our target. So why would this be the target for me if this were to play out, apart from the fact that this is a harmonic? So when you're trading, you always have to look for confluence, right? So the first thing is, let's take this other W here that we're seeing. Let's say it is not a harmonic pattern, or maybe the PRZ is not around here, and we're just going to shoot right past this white resistance line. So if you take this as a W, take the measured move as per classical technical analysis, the measured move of this breakout would be from that bottom to the neckline of the W, right? And then the target will be, you put the breakouts, the measured move. So this would be our target, right, for this W right here. So if this is our target, and then the price some way makes it to the top of this channel, I think that's good confluence for me to say this would be the peak, the top for Bitcoin. Because I mean, you're seeing a harmonic pattern play out, hidden bearish divergence, like I told you guys on the weekly time frame, right? And then you're meeting the target of this W. I think that's good enough for me to say this would be the peak. But let's forget about the bigger harmonic time frame. First of all, let's just look at what's going on the daily, because look at this harmonic pattern playing out right here. I mean, this is massive, all right? This on its own is massive, and I feel like this is what is going to play out, all right? So why do I think so? Now this, just like the bigger time frame, is also a Gartley. So you take your Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. So you can see also that we got a rejection at the 0.618. So the Gartley is the price goes down from X to A, retraces to B, and then retraces again, and then goes to the PRZ, which is the 0.786 for the Gartley. Now this pattern can also be a deep crab, a crab, just like I said on the weekly time frame. So if we get past this point, you can see Bitcoin getting a pump towards the 50,500. So if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, trying to make this video as quick as possible. So there you go, your Gartley on the 4-hour time frame. If the Gartley doesn't play out on the 4-hour time frame, then we're looking at the crab, which has an extension around 5,500 like I showed you guys. But then we have this huge weekly Gartley staring at us in the face, so we can't ignore that. So sorry about that. So if you look, based on just looking at this alone, I see this whole leg of this move right here as being corrective, right? So this whole move right here looks to me like a rising wedge, and this is as bearish as it can get, you know. Going up in a rising wedge towards the PRZ of a bearish pattern, I mean, that's as bearish as you can get. I can't overemphasize this. All right, so look at this right here. Yeah, that's a rising wedge in my opinion. Okay, this is a rising wedge in my opinion. So right, this is more accurate. Okay, that's more accurate. So you get a rising wedge like this, and if I were to play this to in a safer way, I would short the break of this trend line, right? This down trend line right here. So we got this rising wedge, and then you got this choppy looking kind of move. It's not smooth, nothing like what we have here, not like what we have right here. You know, this clean breakout. You got this choppy looking move, approaching the PRZ of a harmonic pattern, a bearish harmonic pattern, which makes me even more confident that this it's very unlikely that we break this point, which is the 43,600 ish. So which is why I am going to take this trade right here. And another reason why I want to take this trade, you can see right here on the RSI, which is very powerful, 4-hour time frame. We're getting right now, we're currently getting what we call a bearish divergence. So high on the price. I mean, if we get a pump towards this point, so you're going to connect the highs like that. So you get a higher high on the price, right? So if we get the pump towards this region, I mean, that will be a breakout of this line. But this is just the way the whales trap retail traders, all right? Because they know you're going to be buying at this point, right? This is the psychology behind Harmonic. So this is why I think everyone should know how to trade Harmonics. It's very important. So this is where liquidity comes in, right? So they know that you're going to be longing from this point. Oh, we've gotten a breakout. They know that you're seeing this level. They know that it's obvious for you to see rejection, support. I mean, just look at this fake out, right? So you got a break, come back retest, and people feel, okay, wow, we've gotten the retest, shot the retest, and then it starts dumping again, and then boom, shoot it back up, liquidates everybody using high leverage. And that's how this market works, right? So they know that you're looking at this level, and they know that once you get a break out of this level, that people are going to be longing, right? And that's what they want you to do. They want you to long from there, and then they'll send it down with full force. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell if it's actually going to play out, or if this is going to be a clean break and then we move towards this level. All I know is that if we break past the 43,600 level, the next huge resistance would be the 47,800 to the 48,000 level. So, I mean, taking a shot, I'm just going to put my stop right above this point. I mean, if we get past that point, okay, fine, I get stopped out, and then I'll look to take a long going towards that level, or I'll just look to short the weekly Gartley. So this is my analysis. Um, this is really choppy. I don't think we're going to make it past this level, considering the fact that we're getting this bearish divergence. Also, it's very hard for me to say we're going to make a pass here. That's why I feel like this daily 4 hourly pattern, 4 hourly Gatly, is going to be even more significant than the weekly. All right, except we get a clean break out of this 43,600. So this is my analysis, and you can also see right here, like I said, this is going to be a documentation of me taking this trade. I put in a limit order to short sell at 43,600. So which is still around this point. I mean, I just put it at 43,600 because I just want to be filled. I feel like this is going to be a very volatile move, and I don't want to be left out trying to catch the exact stop. So that's why I just put in my short order there. Looking at this rising wedge, bearish divergence, harmonic, choppy movement towards the PRZ, makes me feel like I'm just gonna take this trade from here. So guys, this is my analysis. I hope you get some ideas of what's going on right now. These are the levels that I'm watching. If we make it past here, then it's going to be a hell of a pump, in my opinion, towards the 47,800 to 47,900, 48,000 range. And then from there, we're going to see if we might get a rejection, or if we're continuing the bull market towards the PRZ, which is towards the all-time high of 50,000 whatever. So, but right now, this is a very strong level to watch. So I feel like it's going to be very, very volatile and very, very fast, and it's going to be very, very bad for people who are going to be long in this breakout. I mean, maybe they're long and they start seeing some retracement. They feel like it's going to recover. It's going to come back up. It's probably never going to come back up, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion because I don't have a crystal ball, right? So we might still break out and go play the weekly Gatly. So if we break past the 43,600, then look out for the 48,000. In my opinion, that's the top for Bitcoin right now. So guys, trade safe, trade smart, good luck, and I'm out.